not gonna be a long stream. It's gonna be short. Like around 30 minutes or so of me streaming. I wanna just talk over like some things. Today I actually had a trip. So I'm actually in a college club, a creative one, because if we keep on being technical, we'll probably die of depression, which I 100% totally am not suffering from. There's no way PasscodeAdvance would, well, fall. I'm fine, okay. So yeah, my college club basically decided to take us to an Airforce related museum in the place I live. In celebration of a special event today, apparently, which I didn't know, was World Tourism Day. Like, I did not know we'd have World Tourism Day. It's very interesting. So the museum, as I have stated, is an Airforce Museum. It's all about, well, India's, well, Air Force, our victories, how we absolutely destroyed, well, our enemies. I think this one is obvious. I don't need to speak about this. They showed our tech, how we function, and overall it was really inspirational. You see, as somebody who wants to make video games, the most important part of thank God I survived. At least it wasn't, else, but yeah. If you want to make a video game country, you also gotta teach it how to teach it how to protect itself, or did I say it right? But yeah, you have to teach it self-defense. Like, for example, you make a fictional country in a fictional continent, or maybe again, based off, well, our continent, where else? So you're gonna have to create its governance, how it works and all, its people, its culture, language. Look at Call of Duty. It's not easy making, a game like that. Oh, come on. Okay. So, have a good stream. Hi Suzuki Zuriko. It's like a blessing to have you, come on to stream, Keep on, fighting the good fight, glad. Hope more people can learn about Indian VTubers, because, come on, VTubers are a blessing. Indian VTubers, that is overkill. Like, come on. Like, anyone who doesn't, I think, believe so, I don't think they understand how based VTubing is. Mostly an anime channel, but I'm slowly seeing myself become both technical and weebish. So yeah, like, I don't want to share my I don't want to share my video game ideas. Like, that is something that if you want to go into designing games, trust me, I have 1,000 things on my plate right now. But yeah, game design. Yeah, you have to yeah, you need to know about the world. This is another thing. Now, secondly, we have it comes to programming, coding and all. eventually, like however you start, you're going to end up reaching. You're going to end up reaching object-oriented programming. Eventually, we'll code in relation, like while thinking about this world. Like look at Minecraft. Look at how it works, like that. So, you want to understand the world because coding and programming isn't like it doesn't come automatically. People compare it a lot to math, and I feel like they're actually kind of right. It is like math, except unlike math, I mean, it's a bit more simple because math is a pain in the butt. Studying it is worse than death, and it's just so to me like confusing. But yeah, but for math, like it's mainly because I always kind of felt forced to study it, and I don't just automatically know something. It takes like me some time. Wow, okay, I'm actually getting stuck. Okay. Leather. Okay, I think I should create some armor out of this. No. No. No, not here. Okay. So, this museum, we actually like first when I was going onto the bus, like I actually had to take I actually went to like my college. First thing I knew of the event the day before we left, so I was able to register and go to the place where we had to meet up. After that, yep, we readied up, we got ready to go. Left, like when I was there, I like I was very interested in the military, mainly as a designer perspective, but also because one more thing came into my mind when I was studying. I was actually there. Okay, what was the war? What was there? Okay, I'm sorry for using so much. It's just that I kind of want to. I don't want, like, how do I say it? I want to be careful what I say on stream. Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking of Gundam. Like, eventually, as we continued being in the museum, I began to learn about very interesting scenes, and the exhibits they had were very interesting, really really cool. I loved them. Like they not all craftable. Okay. Okay. I was thinking about Gundam. Like I don't know how, but so, like a lot of times they kind of showed themselves prevailing over the enemy, thanks to our military. Well, this is thanks to the fact that our military and us, we tend to stand for the right things. Yes. What do you expect me to say? We tend to stand for the right things. We don't want like evil to prevail in this world, so I can kind of relate to them. Yes, they wrecked the people. They kind of reminded me, like when we were talking, when we were there, I learned about the many wars in India. Like I already have known them, But yeah, we talked about India, like the India's position in the global stage, our enemies, who support them, who support us, and it kind of reminded me a bit like of Gundam apparently. I want to get all political here, so I'm gonna try to be as neutral. So, some of the people who support our enemies, kind of like, it's ironic there. Okay, how do I start this topic? Okay, some people, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, some people, yeah. Sorry, I am being so nervous. I should not be, but yeah, here I am. I'm really sorry. Then, you know, 30 minutes stream, right? So okay, I can't say too much. So if you know India, you know our enemies. So apparently, our enemies, um, I don't really want to kind of mention our enemy's name, but yes, if you know India, you know. They have a really strong ideology and a very strong belief in ideology. They believe that they're very much I think the chosen version of a specific religious or ethnic community, you could say, and that they're chosen to I think protect and stand for this these people, to be like the people who were the place where these people can be safe and strong. The version of this community is not like I'm not taking a global version of the community. Rather, like this. Okay, what do I say? The community comes from a larger community, which they are not a globalized version of. They're a local version of this group, synthesized to our region. They're regional people. So the reason I'm not going to mention their name is I want to sleep, I don't want to get political, and yeah. But they have a very strong ideology. They believe that they're protected. So they kind of remind me of Xeon. So because Xeon is the same, they have a very strong ideology. They believe. Xeon, if anyone has watched Mobile Suit Gundam, they'll know that the villain is Xeon, right? Xeon is very idealistic, and the heroes are Earth Federation. Earth Federation reminds me of, well, you know who, very specific, a very powerful country with a striped flag. So apparently I heard that like they yeah, they kind of get or oh so they were kind of involved. So remind me of Xeon. And when I was thinking, kind of like I kind of understood, Mobile Suit Gundam. I actually I get the message of Mobile Suit Gundam, like what do I say? No. Okay. Yeah. Look, it reminded me of Gundam and Gundam's message. So I'm already very much obsessed with Mobile Suit Gundam, and I recommend you guys also watch it. Where should I keep it? Yeah. Should I actually build it here? Okay. Wow. Okay. Gundam's message is very interesting, but it's also complicated. If you don't know, Gundam is about gigantic ass robots. Yes, giant ass. I mean, they're 18 meters, made up of incredibly powerful and complicated materials, and overall, really aesthetically pleasing, beautiful. I recommend you guys watch it because if you like love anime, you would want to know that Gundam is very extremely popular in Japan. Like, trust me, the Japanese people, I don't think they can live without Gundam. And Japan is a country with a very strong engineering sector, so if you're into engineering, then that's that. Then don't forget, it's also good for IT as well, so yeah. Oh god. So yeah. I actually also took a lot of inspiration from my game to Japan. Gundam, right? So, Gundam, yeah, I was thinking a lot. I was thinking that if India built their own Gundams, what would they be called? So, I kept thinking, you know what? I think that India would probably call its Gundams or something like the Tejas Gundam or something. I mean, if we can make budget friendly and get super effective, trips to the moon, we can do anything. This is something I'm not joking about. You think that we are so cheap would fail, but I don't know, man. Tough. It's not true. I think our missions they actually are more successful than SpaceX. So yeah, we make we like we can do we do miracles, I swear. I want to create a little park actually here. So like yeah, this flower garden. I want to make a garden. Yeah. When one more thing I thought I was thinking about was also my game, which I want to focus on. I want to focus on the on like the technological and hardware aspect. So also the political aspect. And when it comes to like game development, what I want to like do is I want to focus on a balanced story. So I'm going to make this a short introduction because like I still want to kind of take a break from streaming actually, because I feel like I've been burnt out so much in my life that I feel I have to do and all. Okay. So there is in anime, like there's a genre called the mecha genre. So I was talking about Gundam, right? So Gundam is a mecha anime. To understand mecha is, think of it like this: mecha anime are giant robot anime. Yes, this anime, they were giant manned humanoid machines called mecha. These machines are usually built, either can come from a very mythological, special, or unique source, and have powers beyond what an engineer would be able to engineer. Like, I don't even want to know. They can also appear a bit human. They can also have, I think, humanoid faces and talk like human, like a mouth, a human-like mouth and all. Japan loves them. The Japanese didn't just simp for like mecha. They also made the America simp for it too. So like mecha has the second type of mecha is called real robot mecha. Real robots are about building giant robots with existing technologies. It's like war machinery, all of this stuff with what technology we have present. Like, for example, assume or like technology that humanity could theoretically discover. Now remember, not just we have one more part of robot is technology we can discover or is possibly discoverable and is in the realm of physics of that reality or reality possible. For example, assume the real world. You know, this world, this planet, Earth, Anno Domini, basically. Anno Domini, humanity. What technologies could we develop in the future of the Anno Domini timeline that could allow us to build giant humanoid weapons of war that could have the nimbleness of a human soldier and the strength of a tank? Like, think of it like a tank, but humanoid. And tanks are super deadly, so are they. That's one example. Mobile Suit Gundam is a mecha anime, real robot specifically. It's about humanity evolving and going into space many years into the future and creating a new timeline called the universal century. In this century, humans live in space. They ultimately begin to evolve. So they create something called the ultimately, well, let's say the humans get divided a bit. They, like some humans, they don't like how the Earth people treat them. These people live in space colonies that that they are, so, and they have like farms, houses, and all. This exists in order to make sure that the Earth can actually heal. But there are also humans on Earth who haven't evolved. Ultimately, a conflict begins between them, and a war begins. The space people have really strong technology, while the Earth people, well, not so much. So they build a giant super robot within the realm of their world and the physics available called the Gundam. The rest is history. Now it's time to, well, begin with the final topic of the stream. The gun. No, okay. It is Hoshimachi Suisei from Hololive. Hoshimachi Suisei, well, let's begin short. A Japanese entertainer who uses an anime avatar who works She works for the entertainment company Hololive. And Hololive, well, you could say it's both you can compare it to both the music company and um entertainment and other forms of entertainment. The anime avatars that are YouTubers that they use are called VTubers. It's a Japanese, fad or concept. Don't ask me how. Japan is a very strange place. I think many Indians are I think beyond neck deep, submerged in Japanese culture will tell you this. I'm one of them. So yeah, Shimashi Suisei is known for her really, really good voice. She's good at entertaining. She's really funny, dorky, and requires a very strong ability in Japanese to understand because I kind of analyzed some of the words she used, and she's a Japanese native, so these are often GLPTN ones. So she makes you want to learn Japanese. Hoshimachi Suisei has for many years been singing, performing, and dancing as best as she could, but and her channel slowly grew over the time. Into She reached 1 million subscribers in 2021 and 2 million subscribers in this year. Suisei has wanted for a long time to reach this number and touch as many hearts as possible. She also wanted her medium or the VTubers to be more understood. She has made songs like Ghost, which focus on people in her which she made to show people she wanted her profession, people to be taken seriously. She's very, very caring, loving, and a very good teammate. Suisei's content is very, very diverse. She also has these radio stations where she works with them, where she works with actresses or other virtual YouTubers. Suisei, I am proud of that girl. I'm proud of what she's capable of and what she will do. She's the reason why I'm still so freaking obsessed to our VTubers. One of the reasons, but one of the biggest reasons. Right now you can kind of see her that she has a lot of merchandise, and if you look her up on Wikipedia or you look at our documentaries, you'll understand why. A lot of merchandise. Suisei has worked so hard to get to where she is, and hopefully I want to build a fan base of VTuber loving and understanding people who I can talk to about without having to explain, because frankly speaking I kind of realize that I think I understand what I want my channel to be. And I talked about this in my posts, but I want PasscodeAdvance to be like a coding channel, like a story of a guy who gets over his fears and all, who gets over his fear of coding, and the guy who no, what do I say? So his fear of coding and improves, and who gets over his hate of math. because I kid you not, I hate math, but because of the way it's been forced. But I noticed that whenever I kind of, you could say, properly or productively and properly learn math by myself, I gave myself time and I explained the concepts, I liked it more. So I feel that if I were to learn math, like at least a math programmer properly needs, because I know, I feel like I would be better at that. Oh, that one dude. Hi, hello, that one dude. Thanks for coming to the stream. It's actually kind of short one. I would like to end it in like 8 minutes and all. Mainly because it's like what, around 10:17 p.m. Indian time where I am, and I have work tomorrow. Okay, maybe 10 more minutes will do. 40-minute stream. Yup. So actually, when it comes to like people talking about game development, they'll always, one thing they say is, have you made the game yet? And they very much focus on the finished product, which is the developed game. But what they don't realize is that it takes a lot of time for all of this stuff to happen. Like, take for example, in the IT industry, we have AI, and the AI engineers behind them. Machine learning too follows this. People think that automatically AIs can be made. AI will just come out when you work on it. No. AI are worked upon over time, and eventually you get the full product. The AIs you see can do amazing things like ChatGPT, the menace that is novel AI. Seriously, state of art AI. Like, and a lot of AIs, they come from the hard work the AI engineers have put into. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention: they probably sold their soul, cause the amount of like torture and stress that goes into IT is like unimaginable. Like, you're dealing with a really really overpowered calculator, and you could be the most flawed man ever. If you're disabled, partially disabled, or God knows what, God have mercy on you, man. God have mercy. Video games also take time to go through, and ultimately, when you're not just working on beginning to design games like the basis, but you're also learning one more thing, is that you want to have long-term goals like me. Yeah, that also happens. And not everyone like makes a game at the age of 12, 16, or God knows what. Like, I don't understand this. What is this stupid mentality of doing everything when you're young? Because when you're young, risk this, risk that. Oh God. Like, you have to learn to take your time. Don't try to force yourself to be something you can't be. And first of all, when you're like, the thing is about game development, people need to remember, is that game development uses a different, like in C++, when you begin to learn it, is a different dialect. Unreal Engine, right? Unreal Engine is a different type of C++. So you have to understand this C++ and also like the other C++. Plus, sometimes you want to like take up like something like game development also because you hope that by using by that can help you immigrate and whatnot. Like, yeah, one more thing, topic of immigration. Some jobs just, you know, aren't cut for that, especially in certain countries. So yeah. Okay. Here. Here is the Suisei part. Suisei statue. Okay, I wanna put here. Okay. This thing I've stopped. Okay. So because I have long-term goals, I also want to like work on helping those long-term goals. Of course, I have short-term goals too, and it's very important to have goals in life. But yeah, like for example, I want to build a small statue. I want, so you say, now the stream is beginning to end. I'll explain. So I want to build a statue across this little track which I'm building here. You can say like here a little Suisei statue could do, or maybe one section of it, because I also want to, well, I think I want to like around this area build one. Maybe here there may not be enough space, so I could go above and build it around, maybe somewhere around this area. Standing, but yeah, but it's not gonna be the biggest one. It's more or less, you could say, a recreation of the one I did on my 3DS. It's basically that the version I made on my 3DS, the pre-made. So I feel like maybe I could make another Hollow statue here, and maybe one for Suisei up here. It's pretty beautiful, so why not? I wanted to build a small mountain train here, but I don't know if it'll work properly. Oh no. Ow. Oh yeah. Oh my dear lord. That hurts, but yeah. I think I should get rid of this. Yeah. I want to. Okay. In a while. So, yeah. The museum part. Yeah, I think I've talked about it. And the game part I've explained. Yeah. When it comes to game development and any field in life, focus on the journey, not like the path to get there. I see 2 people are watching the stream this whole time. Really glad you guys can come. It's like right now I have to go to college tomorrow, so keep you up to date. Yeah, work, college. Yeah, no. As So like right now I'm learning C++. So I also like as I'm continuing my dig- degree, I want to kind of convince my professor and my team that I can actually code properly. It's just that how do I do like so many things at once? I'm not some sort of super robot that can do anything. Like I don't like that able thinking. Um, like I'm a human being. I make mistakes and all. I want to be known for that. Okay, so here it is. The part will be here. Yeah. Kind of an interesting little walk. You're actually climbing a big mountain to reach this place. You can even see the whole train track from here. So interesting. I'm theming this train station after the small Indian railway stations that connect villages. But yeah. Okay. I think I've talked about everything as well as I could. And I will show you guys the progress of what I want to do in the future. So I plan on maybe around Sunday, or maybe a bit longer than that. Maybe next Tuesday, talking about more of this because I wanna rest. But yeah, you can call it a bit of a hiatus, of course. Okay. Well, so I think I have done my best. I've showed you guys the future, talked about some things I'm gonna talk about, and I'm now gonna go back. Yep, very interesting bridge, right? All by the side. Hopefully it doesn't fall down. Yeah, I made a train. One update I want to see in Minecraft are the trains. By the way, I'm also doing a code game analysis. Like, uh, like like if you think it's gonna be easy for me to automatically make games, one more thing I'll tell you guys is like I have like so many freaking assignments and their deadline is always on. The deadline is now on like Saturday. Of all places, like man, holy like I don't even want to swear right now, but holy crap, man, it's like too much. Like I can't even get a break, so I don't really have much time. So I'm now gonna go end stream. There are two people watching the stream. Please do like and subscribe. I'm kind of sorry I haven't been streaming as much as I should, but I'm so burned out. Like imagine like being what meant. Let's say having like let's say you have some sort of disorder. You're badly disordered. You're depressed, anxious, and all that stuff. Put a billion assignments over that person. Tell them to top every subject, and then the employers and interviewers, the worst part is coming and staring at you, and every time rejecting you or small shit, which is gonna be 100% my job life. Unfortunately, being rejected until I believe my life shouldn't even exist. Hi, IT7. Okay, I'm kind of sorry I won't be able to stream no more because I have all time to go. And two people watching the stream, thank you so much. It meant a lot, but I feel ultimately need to slowly build my audience. I'll be having more concurrent viewers and all stuff. But yeah, I am now gonna go. We'll talk more on maybe on Tuesday or Sunday, because I'm no longer going to be able to stream on Saturdays, at least the morning part, until my assignments are over. So yeah, uh weekend will be a stream, of course, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, anyways, thanks for coming to the stream, guys. Have a great time. I'm gonna see you guys later after the break and all. Bye.